Checking in with the community and getting tips on how to better your game is what we do best here at 2K TV.
And today we have former pro player and content creator Yay Not Gaming. He has so much knowledge to share. We're so excited to have you on the show today. So tell me about when you started to play NBA 2K.
So I got into NBA 2K back in high school. I want to say 2K7. I will end up being one of the best players in the school, so they had me play against people in other schools. Kind of made like a slight reputation in high school. Once I got to college, things changed for a little bit. I just got a lot more occupied with school and then kind of picked.
The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. 2K Sports. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got Morant, Brand out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Kennedy in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, Desmond Bane out there with Shepard. Then it's P, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Izzo in at the 3, the small forward. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And it's Brand atop the key. Denver grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Morant passes to Brand. Back to Morant. It's good.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Pass to B. On the wing, Bane. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Spencer. Three-pointer. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's P. And he goes in for the dunk.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Portis kicks to Brand to the right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's his first. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Red hot so far. 4 for 4. Cooking with gas. Couldn't draw it up any better.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Caught up with Coach Michael Malone. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Here's Kennedy. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And here we can check out the story for Desmond Bane. Here's Shepard, guarded by Morant, passes to P. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. The Grizzlies pull it in, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Morant outside. The pass to Kennedy. Here's Spencer. Pass to Kennedy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
He lobs it up.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Morant. Offensive rebound. Brand, good.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's Pease. It's rebounded by Portis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Morant. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
The 19-foot shot. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? Back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
Got a piece of it. Out to the right wing. He no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant with it. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Here's Izzo. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Reed Shepherd.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot off.
This is his first free throw of the game. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Primo's checked in. Out left to the wing. Here's Kennedy. Fades. Denver grabs the miss. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Rand outside. Pass to Kennedy. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Misses in close.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence for this quarter. Nothing on target.
And good that time.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Morant right side. Tucker inside. Still yet to score. And there it is for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Portis. He can't get it to go. Nice D from P. Here's Shepard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Tucker the pass to Portis. That three off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 10. To the middle. Here's P. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. He's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now Shepard. 9 points last game. The pass to P. Here's Primo. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Portis.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Pass to Kennedy. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. From the baseline, that's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Bucket is good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Portis, and Murray subbed in for Morant. Murray outside. And here's Tucker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Kuzma, just 4 to shoot.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Tucker. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Kuzma.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
He passes to Taylor. Here's P. Covered by Brand. Here's P. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brand's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's Denver holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're popping the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Brand out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Brown and Spencer in at the small forward position. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Jazz did some very solid work. He added 37 points and did his role for his team, grabbing any rebounds that came his way. The numbers he put up were really impressive. He's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Brand, good.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
Denver leading by 8. Taylor taking his time here. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Brand. Brand's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Kuzma. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Here's Jokic. Jokic rising up.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Spencer, the pass to Brand. Buries it down low. Brand's got 11 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now the pass to Spencer. On the wing, Murray. Great D that time from Bain. Here's Vaughn. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Vaughn. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's P. Guarded by Kuzma. P passes to Champagny. Misses off the left iron. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Bain against Murray. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
And they'll get another chance.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Brand passes to Kuzma. Can't hit from in close. Denver leading by 7. Pass to Pete. Kuzma pulls it in. Knocked loose. Here's P. No good on that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And Murray's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Here's Spencer. He averages about 5 points a game. To the paint. Here's Brown. No good with the layup. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And that one is hammered home.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Brown the pass to Brand. Kuzma outside. He gets that one. Kuzma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Passes it to Pete. There's the pass to Champagny. To the inside. Got a hand on it.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Brown the pass to Spencer. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Pass to Spencer. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Spencer's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Portis, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Murray. The Nuggets leading by 6. Shepard the pass to Pete. In the corner, it's Payne. Shoots over Brown, and it's good off the bad rim and in. He's got 8. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. Here's Morant.
Oh, man.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Spencer. He grabs the miss. He's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Payne against Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 5. And don't
60, the Grizzlies 55.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from P in this one.
You just love the patience. In that first half, waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Nikola Jokic, Desmond Bain out there with Shepard. Then it's P, and it's Izzo in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
He passes to Jokic. Jokic hatches his way to finish inside.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Here's Bain, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now, here's Morant for three. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jokic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Pass to Izzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's P. Pulls it from 20. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Using that huge body down low, Jokic racking up some hustle points.
Morant passes to Portis. Morant surveying the D. The pass to Kennedy. Over Jokic. Kennedy passes to Spencer. No good with the triple. The Nuggets leading by 7. Inside, here's P, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
The Nuggets leading by 9. Shepard, the pass to Pete. Left side, Bain. Denver passing it around. Morant with the steal. Only one man back on D. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted. An old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Memphis making a change here. Brown's checked in, and the Nuggets making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Here's P. He's got 32. To the wing on the left, the 17-footer. And they get it back. For the 3. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bain against Murray. Brand up top. It's tipped. Here's P. Down low. Murray with it. Pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Bain against Murray. Kuzma misses from close range. The Nuggets leading by 11. Pass to Shepard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Brand dishes to Murray. And they double up Murray. Brand passes to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. He's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Bain. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's Brown on the wing. Nothing on the board. Inside. Here's Brand. Up again. Know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Over in the corner, Shepard. P. Rebounded by Brand. The Grizzlies trail by 13. To the inside. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team. Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
He passes to Taylor. Here's P. He's got 34. Here's Champagnie. Knocks down the 3-ball. Champagnie's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Murray outside. Passes to Brand. A fader. Here's Kuzma. And got hung up on the dunk. Quite enough elevation there, I guess. Here's P. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. P's got 36.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Murray. Brand. Tries yet again. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Denver leading by 16. Champagnie passes to B. And the layup's good off the glass. P's got 38 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Brand. It's good. Brand's got 13.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Here's Vaughn. Still without a basket. And there's the pass to Champagnie. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. He passes to Champagnie. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The Nuggets in second.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Tucker's checked in. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 17-point game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. That one falls.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. They get passes to Pete. And Price stops, whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the lead, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Taylor's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Brand, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
He with the bucket. He's got 40 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Grant. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Driving the lane. The shot by Primo, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 16. To the paint, here's Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Looking at some numbers for Pete, a wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in scoring, and he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Pass to Primo. Here's P. He has 40. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Barber. Another 3 for Denver.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Brown the pass to Kuzma. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Kuzma's got 11 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. The Grizzlies also making a change. Morant, he's checked in for Brown. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Another steal. Pass to Pickett. To the middle, here's P, and it's blocked. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Tucker. He has 6. Turnaround Jay. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Primo, the pass to Pete. And here's Jokic. Here's Pickett. No scoring in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's P, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability. And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets out in front by... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way.
New lineup here for the Nuggets. Brown, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And here's Denver. They're on a 19-5 run. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Portis. Then it's Morant. Then there's Brown. And it's Tucker in at the 3 spot.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Brown, right side. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Tucker can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Moran finds Portis. And here's Tucker. To the left wing. Morant outside. Over Vaughn. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Champagny passes to Pete. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
To halt the... Oh!
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Over in the corner, Brown. And it's Denver with the rebound. P's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Here's Vaughn, and stolen by Kuzma. Passes it to Kennedy.
2 minutes.
Here's Brown. Denver grabs the miss. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Taylor. And the pass to Vaughn. To the inside. Here's P. And got it! Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Morant outside. Back to Brown. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
John Morant.
Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for the Nuggets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And in this season series, it's become an emphatic 3-game sweep. So they have to feel pretty good about how dominant they've been in this matchup against Memphis.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for P.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
Lets it go. Kennedy can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 16-7 run. It's deflected. The fadeaway. And he can't bank that one in. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Outside Portis. It's Brown on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps.